The man you see on the screen was the offensive captain of the 1965 UCLA football team. This team, UCLA, in 1966, won their first Rose Bowl victory on January 1st, 1966. This gentleman you see on the screen, by the way, also played French horn in the UCLA concert band. He was named the National Athlete of the Year in 1965 as the captain of the offensive line. This man was raised in a Jewish community in Los Angeles. And in college, he became a Christian, a messianic Jew, a Jewish believer, while studying in Los Angeles, the University of California of LA. When I first met him, he looked very different. But I got to tell you, he was still scary. Look at the look on my face. Wasn't sure I was going to graduate that day. At this time, he was the distinguished senior professor at Southern Evangelical Seminary, and I believe was serving as the dean as well. He was my professor through my master's degree, my major reader for my doctorate of ministry project in Christian apologetics. And I got to tell you, even today, I'm still a little intimidated by this guy. That guy was still inside this guy that I was standing beside when I graduated. My first trip to Israel was with Dr. Barry Leventhal. His doctoral dissertation was the groundbreaking work on theological perspectives on the Holocaust. He had a bachelor's degree in secondary education from the University of California in Los Angeles, which he earned in 1966. He went on to earn a THM in 1972 from Dallas Theological Seminary, and then his PhD from Dallas Theological Seminary in 1982, which he went on to be a professor there for many years before moving to Charlotte when I met him. Now, as a student of his, we all learned about the long-term physical effects of his football career. He was a giant of a man, but short in stature. He taught and wrote extensively on many topics concerning the Holocaust specifically, and during the latter years of his life, we all watched him go through many painful surgeries to try to correct his back. In 2022, he went to meet his Lord. Barry and his wife Mary were married for nearly 50 years. They have 4 adult children and 17 grandchildren. And they were so kind to me and Wendy over the years. As a professor, as a friend, as a mentor, even as a member of my church in Charlotte. An encouragement. And the reason I tell you about Dr. Leventhal today is for all the things that I learned from him, the intricacies of theology, Christian education, apologetics, there was one thing that stood out about him and his life and his impact on me. It was when he and his wife Mary came to one of our seminary classes and they washed our feet. This man got down on his knees, walked in with a walker and got down on his knees and washed these doctoral students' feet. What I learned from Dr. Leventhal is that kingdom impact is fueled by a power of a servant's heart.